with us as we perform Beauty and the Beast by Justin Bieber. As the 2014 lyrics speak, you will remember me for centuries. We hope you rock out with us to Centuries by Fall Out Boy, featuring senior majorette Claire Amato. hip-hop song was a #1 hit and top 10 in many other countries. We are crazy in love with this senior class as they are such an important part to this band. Enjoy Crazy in Love featuring senior color guard Janie Smith.
Ooh.
band program. You will be greatly missed, and we wish you the best in your next adventure.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional securities, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
From Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Back here, Bulldogs at the half, 29-6 as we welcome you into our halftime show. Andy Jardy alongside Joshua Banks, and we'll take a look at those halftime stats here for you. And it's been a very interesting first half, as it's, East Knox hasn't dominated offensively. They've just had short fields to work with.
They haven't had to dominate offensively. 180 yards of offense, 110 in the air, 70 on the ground. Not typical East the 40-yard line. Their own 40, if not better field position. They haven't had to do a lot of work offensively so far tonight. Where Centerburg, 128 yards, 106 on the ground, they've had to work for it because every drive they've had, they've started inside their 30.
So East Knox will get the ball to start.
I'll tell you what, interesting halftime show with a flame-twirling batonist.
That's not easy to do.
That's impressive. Senior, mind you, she was a senior. Both of their majorettes, flag corps and their majorette, were both seniors. So they showcased them at halftime. Very nice to see them do something like that for those ladies.
For sure. I was impressed, too. The East Knox marching band did like the trombones, where there were three of them, and like the one tilted down, the other two tilted in. Like, it takes a lot of coordination, and it's you slip up. If you slip up at all,
somebody's getting whacked in the head with a trombone, and that don't feel good.
No,
been there, done that.
No.
Nybert's going to boot it off for Loudonville. We know the leg he's got. We've seen it. He already put one in the end zone tonight. Let's see if he can put another one. Pin East Knox as deep as you can. Don't let them have good field position.
And almost a knuckleball type kick. Taken at the 10. And he is nice return. East Knox will start things off here.
Well, and I mean, again, they're 30-yard line. They're outside of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this is actually their worst starting field position tonight.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
East Knox will take possession here.
And the things that they
All the way into Loudonville territory.
as Householder doing things that he's done so far tonight, already has one.
And
Trevor Brenneman finished it off as Lester was tied up in the backfield, broke a couple sacks. Brenneman finished the job as he drove into the grass. Call that another loss of 6. Second sack tonight for Loudonville. Take it to the house.
Davis, touchdown Bulldogs.
When we do a big play, they come back and do a bigger one.
Yeah, they threw it to Braden Davis. Yeah.
And he got knocked out on the celebration there.
Number 4 for
So this is a big point after attempt here, because if it's good, we will have a running clock situation.
Call that 42 yards, I think it was.
not a big fella, 5'9", 140 pounds, but he sure is fast.
Runs like the wind.
He certainly does.
10:44 to go in the third quarter.
Speed is a great thing to have in sport.
Bulldogs go right down the field on their opening drive to start the second half, and the extra point is no good. So we will not have a running clock at 29-point deficit.
Third quarter, 35-6.
Lester's third passing TD of the evening.
And he has just made some incredibly accurate throws tonight.
They put him in a position to succeed. They don't want him to sit in the pocket and read an entire defense. When he catches the snap, his first read is right there, and that's who he's gone to most of the time tonight. What he does a great job of is looking off those other receivers quickly. He'll take a snap, he'll look right, it'll shift to safety, and then that first read, which has been Davis or Householder so far tonight, gets a catch, and they're running down the field for, I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 plays, passing plays of over 15 yards on the evening. Yes.
They do. That'll be quite a game.
The Bulldogs are taking on Danville next week, and Loudonville will be at North.
Big boot. It's going to push Beachy back to the 2.
That's about where he's taken all of them so far tonight. And he's got a
hole!
And it's just one man to beat. Can he beat the kicker? And he's going to do enough to slow him down. But a great return. So Loudonville will start at East Knox territory.
He found a seam, and Beachy is quick. He found a seam, he got through it, and that was great defense. That was Brayson Davis. Broke down, didn't let him take one route, and allowed the rest of his team to come up and help finish off the tackle.
Yeah.
While we've got a second here, other MOAC scores. Northmore leads Centerburg 42-0. And Danville leads Mount Gilead in a close one, 16-6.
Ooh, that is interesting. Mount Gilead, just 2-6 on the year. We wondered if East Knox might potentially be looking ahead to that game tomorrow. Maybe Danville kind of taking their opponent for granted this week in a close game, but can never overlook someone. That's when the upsets happen. So far, East Knox has been very prepared tonight, as a penalty will get this Loudonville drive started 5 yards back from where they would like to.
Too much of that. Come on, guys.
What is
Their
that, 7 penalties?
7th penalty of the evening for 50 yards.
And again, big return and a penalty
Danville and East Knox game next week is referred
bumps them back.
to as the Devil Dog Bowl. So they must. Are they big rivals, Louis? Is that the reasoning for that?
Yeah, they are.
I like
They're
that.
just up the road a ways.
Right.
And a high snap.
Nice.
Baylor got it back in.
Baylor able to keep it, but it's still going to
And
go
he's going hard.
No, looks like they made
Kind of a broken play. Bob was
So we've seen them have some success with Baylor taking those snaps in the backfield. That's how their only touchdown so far happened tonight.
That's an impressive snap, too, because it's not like Baylor's lining up under
True.
center.
Yeah.
He's offset in the running back position, and that center's snapping it to him directly. That's a very difficult task.
Second and long. Sprang keeps it and lowers the shoulder, And they're past where they originally started, but it will be 3rd down and long.
Called a 7-yard gain. As you're going to have 3rd and a long 8.
Make that number out, but they're 3rd and 9 on the 42-yard line. The Redbirds are moving the ball here.
So we saw Loudonville go down and score before the half.
Came in motion, snap
And
He's
Sprang
going to keep
keeps
it again.
And
he's got some room.
enough. Gets to the outside. Oh, he's brought down. Looked like he was going to have enough for the first down.
Another cut to break it big, and
We're going to call. It's going to be about a gain of 6.
he secured the tackle, so
Almost wonder if Sprang should have kept going up the middle.
And I thought he had it, and then he made that cut back trying to make it a bigger play than
It needed
just
to
the
be.
first down, and now they're going to face a 4th down. But, yeah, I thought he had it if he kept going straight.
good effort.
Lester was on him.
They're fighting hard.
Good job, man. Come on, Redbirds. 4 and 9 on the
Sprang
Quick
throws it,
ball.
and he's got his man open. It's enough for the first down. Baylor.
with a nice catch.
Baylor has found himself involved in a number of big plays here tonight for Loudonville. That keeps the drive alive.
It's going to be a 10-yard gain.
Redbirds moving the ball nice.
Moving the ball successfully here to start the second half. How are they going to finish the drive is the question. Beachy in motion.
Sprang keeps it again, cuts upfield,
Middle again, but
picks up about 5 on the play.
3, yeah.
First down, not a bad game.
Like they're going to give him 3.
They haven't passed in a while, have they?
No, they, oh, just keep grinding it out. That's all they can do. You know, they've really got their hands full.
So
You know, they're not
officially a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
All right, 2nd and 7 on
Under
the
8 minutes to go here.
5-yard line.
And the worst part about this is you don't trust Sprang enough to throw the ball downfield. They've kind of shown that. They want him to throw the short little routes. He's going to look to take a shot here. Almost falls. Roll right. He's going to take a shot. Great defense.
Well, thank goodness. Who's that?
Deflected
Yeah.
by number 11.
Yeah.
There's Lester again. He's not only slinging it in the air tonight, but he's doing it on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, he read that route perfectly, almost timed it.
Right.
He took it the other way.
Yeah, they were right on the
3rd and 7. Looking at 4-down territory here for Loudonville.
And I don't think it's they don't trust Sprang to throw it. He hasn't had the time.
No, he's been under a lot of pressure tonight.
This East Knox defensive line is doing everything right to cause havoc.
And good coverage downfield, too.
Yes.
There's times he's wanted to take those shots, but he just hasn't had an open receiver. And a fumble in the backfield. And the ball's still out. And it is recovered by East Knox, but they tried the trick play in the backfield, and it was unsuccessful. 2nd fumble on the night by Loudonville.
And I don't even know how successful that would have been. There was 3 East Knox Bulldogs by the ball where that ball was supposed to go.
So a promising Loudonville drive ends in Lester under pressure.
He's going to get away from it. Big block in the backfield. He's going to take a shot, throw it out of bounds.
There are multiple penalty flags that came in on this play.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a late hit on Lester out of bounds.
That's hard. He was running hard.
I wasn't sure if we had that, if there was maybe.
There was a big block in the backfield.
Yep.
That could have been a blindside block. And then I believe there was a late hit on that side. As Lester threw that away, going out of bounds, he got hit late.
So let's see what the official call is.
A first down.
So you're right on Lester's throw there. And that might be one of those frustration penalties where it just hasn't gone their way tonight. And
48-yard line. Yeah, they're just, yeah.
White's going to
White's
get the
got
carry.
it, and he's out across midfield.
That's a short game. That's a good start for this series.
3 yards.
2nd and 8, I guess.
Brought down by Trevor Brenneman. So they gained 2 on that one.
These two teams met last year, and it was all Loudonville. Last year finishing 2 and 8.
Yeah.
3rd and long. 6:40, just under 6:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
He was pretty well covered up with it.
White still on the field. Not too much Elliott since that first drive.
So 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they've come out and they've thrown the ball a lot.
All right.
And they're looking to do that again here. Lester throws and too far for his intended receiver, Will Jensen. Incomplete, brings up 4th down. Decision time here for East Knox, right at midfield. Looks like they're going to punt, which I think that's the right call here.
Defensively, you've given up one big play on a big run to Baylor Weiser. Other than that, they have not done anything offensively. So why not trust your defense?
We might be deep. We'll have a long drive.
And they're going to be pinned inside the 20 at this point unless Beachy gets a big return.
East Knox is set up. I don't think they're going to try any shenanigans. And Hunter has the ball off.
Big boot, great kick.
Fair caught and fumbled.
Well, Brian Breyer Holzhauer.
No, guys. He signaled for a fair catch.
He sent her all the way back.
So
Yeah.
Loudonville pinned deep
Yeah.
in their own territory. 6:09 to go here.
Phenomenal punt.
Aspect of the game going well.
And that's just one of those things, too, the field position again.
Pinned inside their 10. It looks like to be the 5-yard line. It's going to be a very long drive. And with the way Loudonville's offense works, there's only 6 minutes left on the third quarter clock. They don't go fast.
Yeah, they might have to.
Yeah, scoreboard's calling it a 5. But it's 1st and 10. And the Redbirds.
Maybe they haven't marked it yet. No, they're.
Looks like they're having a conversation. Not exactly sure.
Minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I think they got to figure out. So he fair caught it, but then he fumbled it. So then they had to go back to where he recovered it on the fumble, right? And then is it where he picked it up after fumbled it that the play was whistled dead?
I'm not. Once you fair catch it, if you muff it, I don't believe it. Once you recover it after the muff, I don't think the fair catch is back in play.
That's what I thought, too.
Anybody got a quarter? Heads or tails? Let's see.
Do something with it, huh?
Nope, have another
So once he muffed it, it's a live ball at that point because East Knox could have recovered that and taken it into the end zone.
Right, but they didn't. I mean, Loudonville recovered it.
So just because, and what was confusing there is when Beachy successfully retained the ball after the fair catch muff, they blew it dead once he retained it.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's correct. I thought that it became a live ball once he muffed it.
The interesting thing here is we're arguing over 2 yards. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't like it was a big return here after, but I think this is what they're discussing is he fair caught it, fumbled, then he recovered the fumble, and then the fair catch does not count after the fumble, and then he was down where was his knee down when he picked up the ball? Maybe that was where.
That could have been. I couldn't quite see that.
Oh, he wants to talk to his team now. Okay.
Yeah, this feels like a whole lot for not really much.
Yeah, it's not like he fair caught it at the 5, muffed it, picked it up, and returned it 45 yards.
Yeah, I'm getting a little static too here, folks. I don't know. Are you getting it over the air?
So they will mark it at the 5, 1st and 10.
Dangerous territory for the Redbirds.
Try and move some stuff around here, folks, to get rid of that static.
Sprang throws it, and it's caught. Beachy. Nowhere to go, though.
Way to go, Todd.
2nd down.
Got rid of the static, but we missed a play, Dave.
Yeah. Well, I can only do one thing at a time.
Looks like they might give him a yard.
Sometimes I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Maybe a half yard on the play.
Do it well. Okay, so we're lined up. We're at 2nd and 10. We didn't get anything on that play.
On our own 5-yard line.
Again, motion Beachy's out.
Sprang rolls out. He's under pressure, and he's going to throw it away, and that might be intentional grounding.
No receiver in the area.
And if it's grounding in the end zone, it's a safety. And that's what the coaches want. I think the officials
That's
are
what
going
they're
to get
getting
together
ready to
and
discuss right now.
But there was no receiver over
They had
there.
some pressure on him for sure.
There was no receiver over there, and was he outside the tackle box?
I don't know if he was. They're going to bring in the far side official now to discuss if this is intentional grounding.
Yeah, I don't know that he was outside the tackle box there, and if he wasn't, that's intentional grounding because there was no receiver in the area, and unfortunately that would be in the end zone, so that would result in a safety against the Redbirds.
I think they're trying to decide if he was out of the box and if there was a receiver there, but yeah, I mean, there was nobody over there.
There was a lineman, number 53,
Nope, third down. They're not going to throw the flag.
Colton Poole was in the area, but he's an offensive lineman, not a receiver.
And they chased John off the field. I don't know what that's all about.
So a break for Loudonville, really, because I got to be honest, I don't know how that wasn't grounding, but we play on third down.
The last 5 minutes of this third quarter.
Here we go.
All right.
Again, East Knox gets pressure on Sprang rather easily. Beachy's going to go out in motion. Sprang's going to keep this one.
Snaps up the middle and brought down to about the.
There is a penalty flag that was thrown.
It's in the realm of holding. Again, backside judge threw it.
Another flag.
I don't see a flag.
And
They're going to call a face mask on Loudonville.
so offensive face
It's going to
mask.
be
Would probably just decline that and make it fourth down.
decline it, make it fourth down, or you accept it, you're making it 3rd and 12. I mean, because it's going to be a half the distance. They're going to move back 2 yards.
Personal foul face mask is the call against Loudonville. And they will accept it, so it's third down.
It's going to be 3rd and 12, because it should be a half the distance. Or
Well, it depends. It depends where it
is it a
happened
spot
at.
foul?
Yeah.
Well, it might. Yeah, they're gonna.
Looks like it was at the line of scrimmage. So it's not going to be 3rd and 12 from the 3.
That Bulldog defense, you can see them signaling they want a safety here. They're itching for it.
3 and 13 on their own 5.
And Sprang keeps it, and he gets
Nowhere.
out of the end zone. But it is now fourth down.
He's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 4th and 13 from the 2. And this is dangerous territory for Sprang in the punting unit.
Yeah, they're going to have to get this one off quickly. And they need a good snap, too.
As the speedster Davis is back deep to return, and he's at his 35-yard line. So, again, East Knox going to start with amazing field position for this drive.
Does get the punt off.
Fair catch.
He fair caught it. Interesting. Okay.
Probably a smart play there. He didn't know how far over his head that might go. Fair catch it. If you don't make the catch on the fair catch, it's just like it, they can down it. But at the same time, you don't take a chance of fumbling.
So they will start at the Loudonville 37-yard line. Hey, don't forget, every week our resident stat nerd, Travis Berardi, brings you the area stat leaders presented by Spitzer Motors of Mansfield, the area's top passers, receivers, rushers, and new this year, touchdown leaders. Every week on the OH Report's Facebook and YouTube. And that is a very accurate description for Jardy, stat nerd.
It is very accurate.
He
He loves his
embraces it.
numbers.
He
He loves
embraces
numbers.
East Knox got the ball.
Lester in the gun.
37, 38.
And handoff goes to Luke Holsinger. And he doesn't have anywhere to go.
Luke Holsinger.
Junior.
That looks like
They may have lost a couple, huh?
Has not been out there really after that opening drive. And you wonder, big game with Danville next week, are they resting him up a little bit?
Could be.
He is a junior too, so it's not senior night for him. So maybe you get some of these other kids a chance, but Holsinger also a junior. Aaron White, though, is a senior.
Yep, White with the 2-point conversion earlier on the catch.
Chuck and Rita Henley in favor.
Lester's going to look to take a shot. He's got a man open over the middle.
And
it's intercepted.
Intercepted by.
It was deflected, and Beachy comes down with it and brings it back into East Knox territory. So Loudonville forces the turnover.
That ball was off the hands of Householder. Ends up one arm. Beachy caught that with one arm. The right arm, it went into his right arm. He squeezed it, and good field position.
What? I couldn't tell. I can't.
I thought I saw one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Cam Beachy. Good job, Cam.
So that is the first turnover of the night for East Knox.
Not the game we had in the first half, but I'm glad we got the
Well,
interception.
come on, Redbirds. We need some momentum here.
And you got to give credit again. I mean, Loudonville, they
Not another
don't quit.
Yeah, they're not giving up.
Yeah.
It's just like we've seen in the Bird Bash with the Freddies. They don't quit. They're going to give you it all for 48 minutes of football.
Down.
By number 2 and number 12.
It's going to be a loss of 2. And since the 60-yard run by Weiser on the direct snap, he's had 3 carries for 1 yard.
Oof.
A long 11 or a short 12, one or the other.
A lot of it, too. I mean, Loudonville, that last offensive series, they were just trying to avoid a safety. They were back up against their own goal line. A little more breathing room here. A little more creative with the play calling.
Sprang's going to look to take a shot.
Takes a shot, throws it into triple coverage, and I thought he came down with it for a second, but it is 3rd down.
It was on the money. He was surrounded by
3 defenders.
Tell you what, he threw that into some heavy coverage, but
Very, very risky throw.
it was still a pretty good throw, though. I mean, it went right where his receiver was, but yeah, that was a dangerous throw, but got to take some shots here, down 29.
Sprang's completed 5 passes on the evening.
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of time. That's been the big thing.
Throwing under pressure at the high school level is very difficult.
That's what they need to do more of. Quick throw outside. Baylor catches it, but he's going to be short of the 1st down, so it'll bring up a 4th down situation for the Redbirds.
We're going to call it a long gain of 5. So you're going to look at a 4th and 6 here. And, I mean, you're down 35-6. You have to go for this. East Knox territory, you don't have a choice if you're Loudonville. Watch the swing pass to Beachy.
It's where they're going. Beachy's got it. He's got blockers. He gets to the outside. He's got a 1st down. He's out across the 30. And he's inside the 30, so a big 4th down conversion for the Redbirds.
Good job, Redbirds.
And a nice job by Beachy just putting on the afterburners to get the 1st down.
Gain of about 14 on that play. And when you see Beachy line up beside Sprang and motion, he's getting the football every single time.
And the last 2 throws now from Sprang, they've just been quick throws, which is what they need to do a little bit more of because he's not had a lot of time to throw, but he gets those out quickly. Completed.
This is where I was saying, let him drop him back, and he's going to get that pressure. Quick throw. Nobody gets that.
He's thrown 3 consecutive completions, and the Redbirds find themselves now in the red zone.
But if you're Loudonville, we still got 12 minutes, well, 13.
Wide open. And he makes a move. Does he extend into the end zone, or is he going to come up short? It is a touchdown for Loudonville. Josiah Hirschberger, the sophomore, getting into the end zone. And these Redbirds just do not quit, forcing the turnover, converting.
Go for 2, put you down 21.
I think that's what they're going to do. Nybert was coming out initially, but then he ran back to the sideline, so I think they are going to go for 2 here.
They are going to go for 2. Watch that direct snap.
Yeah. Baylor is back there with Sprang. Hirschberger goes in motion. And he goes back the way he came, and it's a direct snap, and Baylor's looking to throw it, and he's got no one open. Now he's going to cut back across the field. Now he's going back the way he throws one into the back corner of the end zone. He came down with it, but he was out of bounds, so that is a incomplete pass, but an incredibly entertaining play.
Baylor Weiser gave himself time there with the scramble ability. I almost think that if he would have kept going left when he broke out of the right side, he probably could have outran that guy on the edge and got the 2 points, but he won.
1 minute 40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. See if you're Coach John Battaglia. Now in his 3rd season as the head coach of Loudonville. Brought the Redbirds their first winning season last year since 2015. Wouldn't be surprised to see if they attempt maybe an onside.
Try to get the ball back, see what you can do on the offensive side still. You found out that Sprang can sling it if you can let him get rid of it quick.
Nybert back to kick. And they will try the onside kick. And it looks like East Knox got it back.
That was a great onside kick by Nybert. He had a guy literally run right past the football that if he would have just got to the 50, stopped, pivoted, that ball would have landed right in his lap.
Yeah, because they got it like right at the 50, so it went far enough.
Minute 40 left here in the third quarter. East Knox, do they run the football? As you see Elliott on the field now, offensively.
I think they give it to the workhorse there, lowers the shoulder. Blake Elliott, who has gone over 1,000 yards for the season. With a couple runs here tonight, he eclipsed that mark. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. East Knox looks to be very content taking their time calling these plays here. Handoff again. Elliott. Ball was out. Loudonville recover. They signal that they've got it. We'll see what the officials say.
They're going to clear the pile. Loudonville's going to come up with the football.
So the Redbirds, 2 straight possessions now, forcing a turnover.
.54 seconds left. Go down and score again. They're not out of the football game.
No, I mean, they give themselves a chance, and that's all you can ask for.
It's what they do every week. This is what Loudonville's come to do this year. They have struggled. Win-loss wise, they have struggled. However, they've had multiple 26-14. They lost to the Freddies. I mean, they've had a lot of very, very good games. And if you look at who they've played some really, really, really good schools outside of the KMAC.
So here we go. Sprang throws it, and it
Caught.
is complete.
Beachy. He's going to get 6.
Hey, we're back.
So that's now 4 straight completions.
So the Loudon, the Redbirds
5.
had a
5.
recovery there.
Yeah, he's found some rhythm here.
I believe it was a fumble here, and
Yeah, we tried the onside kick, and that
So
almost
25 seconds to go.
East Knox turned it over, and we're at the 50-yard line. Right?
yes,
If you're Loudonville, though, you have to go quick.
Yeah, they are taking a little bit too much time here.
on the 50-yard line. Snap back to Matt. He run her up the
Sprang
middle.
keeps it, and he's got enough for a first down.
45.
And that's a first down. Way to go, Birds.
So it's
Redbirds moving the ball
been almost like a tale of 2 halves here, and very similar. We've only seen Loudonville in person one other time this year, but this is almost identical to their game at Fredericktown, where it looked like they were about to get blown out, and they found a way to just kind of hang around, and
First and 10.
we'll see what they've got in store for the 4th quarter. After 3, East Knox 35, Loudonville 12. You're watching high school football live and free on the OH Report.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Back here in the
First National Bank, where you meet
Bulldogs home
brothers
of East
doing
Knox,
exchange
and
for
Loudonville with the ball. Baylor picks up a couple yards on the play to bring up a 2nd down.
Redbirds are moving the ball.
Caught a gain of 5 on that play by Baylor Weiser.
35-12. This is a 22-0 game.
29-0.
29-0 game, correct. But Loudonville has found a way to just kind of hang around, make some plays, force some turnovers. Sprang keeps it. Close for a first down, but he's about a yard or two short.
Call it gain of 3, be 3rd and 2.
And that last turnover Loudonville forced too, we saw Blake Elliott come back into the game, and he hadn't really been on the field since that opening quarter. And, you know.
How much played into that?
Yeah, you know, he kind of was out of the game and then gets thrown back in because the Redbirds have kind of made it interesting. And you just wonder if he was all there mentally.
Back to Weiser.
Sprang's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man, and it is caught. Touchdown, Loudonville. Wow. Cam Beachy.
37 yards from Sprang to Beachy.
Beautiful catch. Good job, Redbirds.
What a throw. And they are feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Wow. Well, they got to score quick, and that's one way to do it.
He finally had time to take the shot,
I mean, he was on him, but
and he took the shot.
And Cam was able to pull it in and took about 2 steps and another touchdown.
So now
35-8.
they'll go for 2 again to try and make it a 2-possession game.
We're going for 2.
Sprang keeps it and lunges forward.
He's
High
gonna get
steps
it.
his way in, and he's got the 2-point conversion. So it's a 2-possession game, 35-20, with an entire 4th quarter to play.
Did he have it up?
35-20.
Here you go. The Redbirds once again hanging around. We'll see. They almost recovered an onside kick last time. I don't think they'll do it again this time because East Knox will probably be prepared for it.
Well, and if you think about it, we went over it. You and I talked about it at halftime. Loudonville has done a phenomenal job so far this evening of stopping East Knox's run game.
Yeah.
East Knox has really beat them through the air. In this situation, if you're East Knox, you want to run the football because you want to run clock. You're up 2 scores on senior night on your home field. You were up 29-0, and they have made a football game out of this.
Yeah, since 29-0, it's been all Loudonville, 20-6.
Todd Sprang, Smack Pro Tools. If you borrow it, you need it.
Does Nybert try another one?
I don't think you do because I think the way that your defense is going right now, I think you try to pin East Knox back, get a 3 and out, and get yourself some good field position. Now, if they score again,
I agree.
If they score again, I would, yes, absolutely. But I think this one you kick off, and you put it on your defense, who has played pretty well in the second half, forcing 2 turnovers.
Nybert's going to kick.
And he tried it again, and that one's going to be a little bit short.
It was touched by East Knox.
It was touched by East Knox, though. They were able to fall on it.
Didn't quite go the 10.
But, yeah, there's all sorts of confusion on that. They were fortunate to get that one, too.
Yeah, very fortunate. The front line almost stepped up, touched it, and Loudonville was right there to recover it. Luckily enough, they had somebody there to fall on top of it. That would have been a penalty. They would have had better field position had they just let Loudonville touch the ball.
Yeah. But it's good field position for East Knox. Starting in Loudonville territory, can they hold on to the ball? That was one of our keys to the game earlier, was to force the turnovers.
And they're going to go right back to the workhorse, Blake Elliott. He's going to get 6.
Blake Elliott. And I believe he was brought down by number 40, Baylor.
2nd and 4.
Now, Loudonville does have all 3 of their timeouts. Not out, but just something to keep in mind as we go under 10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes in that fourth.
Showing pressure. And
We had a false start. The fake pressure by the middle linebacker caused one of the linemen to jump.
boy, I tell you what, this game cannot end fast enough for East Knox because right now I think they are a little shell-shocked by what Loudonville has done here.
10 penalties on the night for East Knox.
Oof. That is not going to work next week against Danville.
No, it is not.
But it worked for us. So.
Danville won't give you the possessions to commit 10 penalties.
Okay, 2nd and 9 on the 47 for East
So
Knox.
big break there.
Snap back to number
Elliott
11.
keeps it. He's to the outside. He's got some blockers and guys falling down, and he lowers the shoulder. And
It's going to depend on the spot. Looks
yeah,
like he's going to have
he's
a gain
got
of
enough.
10 for the first down.
Just got it bound by number 9.
So this is where you learn a lot about your team, too. You jumped out to a big lead. Maybe they started to coast and think ahead to that big rivalry game next week, and now you're kind of getting challenged. How do you respond? That's a big run there by Blake Elliott to get that first down.
You respond with number 10, who's been your workhorse all year. You don't get mad because he fumbled. You don't take faith out of him because he fumbled. You put him right back in and say, hold on to the football. Do what you do best.
And they give it to him again. And he spins ahead, gets maybe 4 on the play. But it keeps the clock moving. They do not have to snap this until under 9 minutes.
And he's good for 3 or 4 yards every time you give him the ball. He's always moving forward.
We're on the 33, 34. Second and 6.
This is going to take us inside 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Loudonville's really going to have to pour it on here.
Well, let's get it started.
And they pitch it out to Elliott. And Elliott's got enough for another East Knox first down.
Yeah, good run.
So now you're getting into a situation here. If you're Loudonville, you've almost got to force a turnover here because the clock is quickly ticking against you.
Yeah, you got to start using your time. And it doesn't look like Elliott has any intentions on letting that football go again as he's getting better
Yeah.
here in the fourth quarter as he's getting more carries.
They'll switch to the other side of Lester. And he takes it. And he's close to a first down. He's going to be a little bit. And then they kind of went away from him the middle part of this game.
18 carries on the evening.
Not a lot of movement on the defense.
They give it to him again, and he's brought down in the backfield.
Looks like it's going to be a loss of 1.
I was going to say, this might be a spot to use one of those timeouts.
And bring down number 10.
Loss of 1. There's a flag on the play.
I did not see the penalty flag come in.
I'm hearing in my other ear.
I thought it was a timeout.
Penalty flag on the play, but I haven't.
But I don't. Do you see laundry on the field?
No, but I see officials conferring, and that
Yeah.
normally means we missed something.
Oh, there's the flag. It's out there now. I see it. It was a big call.
Was it encroachment, maybe? Did he jump the snap a little too early, and they snapped it as he tried to jump?
I'm not sure.
We're going to have a personal foul on the Redbirds.
Foul.
Did he signal personal foul? Or
He
did he signal
did. He
holding?
signaled personal foul.
There it is,
Personal
personal
foul on Loudonville.
Interesting. Boy, that is a huge penalty because you were looking at a 3rd and medium, chance to maybe.
And now you're 1st and goal from the 9.
No more penalties. Maybe they'll let that kicker try a field goal.
It's 11 penalties for Loudonville on the evening.
That's just, yeah, it's just too many. On the road against a tough opponent like East Knox, you cannot have that. Looked like a little bit of confusion there. Lester ends up with it. He's still going, still pulling the pile. Did he get into the end zone?
Looks like he's going to be down at the 1.
Wow.
He was going to snake his way in.
He kind of caught that and looked like, uh-oh, I don't think I'm supposed to have this, but he took it,
They're very close.
and he almost ended up into the end zone.
They've been known to throw drag routes from this position.
Yeah.
In the last minute, he was covered up with Redbirds. Trevor Redbirds.
Don't forget, coming up after the game, we will have our MVP interview and post-game show for you.
2nd and 1.
Josh will conduct our interview. A couple candidates you could argue for here tonight.
Absolutely.
Diving in, 6 points, East Knox. Jax Lester pushes this back out to a 3-possession game.
Just under 7 minutes remaining.
The 4th touchdown that Lester has accounted for on the evening. 3 passing, that one rushing, and the other 2 were Elliott on the ground.
Yeah, last week, Lester in that win against Fredericktown, he just had a passing touchdown. or excuse me, a rushing touchdown. And that extra point attempt is good. 42-20. 6:52 to go. And that might just about do it.
Loudonville with all 3 timeouts still, but they're not known to go fast. We haven't seen any sense of urgency yet, other than the big play.
Yeah, they took that big throw downfield. We'll see what they've got
But
more
they
of that.
don't. If they run the ball, they let the clock run down to 10 seconds before they snap it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if there's a little more urgency now, or what they might just try to sustain another drive and build some momentum.
Salvage, yeah. Going into next week where they
will travel to
Northmore.
the Castle. You talk about a brutal end to your schedule. Both on the road, too. You come here, you go to Northmore.
Who is a top 5 team in their district, in their region.
Yeah.
I believe they're 4th, maybe even top 2 in their region. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'd have to double check that, but I know that they are up there towards the top. This East Knox team coming into tonight, too, they were number 7 in their region, so would host a playoff game. Top 8 get that privilege.
Jensen's going to boot it. Hirschberger.
He's got a blocker in front of him and a little hole, and he's out to the 30.
So out to about the 32 is where Hirschberger brings this one out.
Number 77 for the Redbirds.
And once again, you saw this Loudonville team. They get down too much too early, and then you got to play a perfect game the rest of the way if you want to have any chance of winning. And they did a lot of things right, but you got to get everything right. The 2 onside kicks that they just were not able to recover.
And the 2 onside kicks were right. They were done correctly. They had the people there. They just didn't look for the ball. And it's exactly what you just said. They get down too big too early. If this is a 14-0 game at halftime, we have a different outcome. But 29-0 is very, very hard to fight back from.
But we'll see if they've got some quick strike ability here and keep this thing interesting. Sprang is going to get it to Beachy quickly. It's complete. He's to the outside. Shoved out of bounds, close to the first down marker. I think he's going to come up a little bit short. But it's second down.
Again, of about 6, maybe 7 for Beachy. And that's their playmaker.
Yeah, and the clock is running. So, yeah, they got to pick up the pace here. 6:25 and counting. 3-possession game. That's Beachy in motion. Sprang takes a shot downfield. His receiver's wide open, and it's just past the outstretched arms of Baylor Weiser, excuse me.
Just a hair overthrown there by Sprang. Again, pressure. He had pressure in his face as he tried to throw that football.
Does that snap a streak of consecutive completions?
Oh, man, I couldn't tell you how many it's been either.
He was about 6 or 7 in a row. He was really dialed in.
And that wasn't a bad throw there.
No.
Okay, here's the snap back to Matt.
And
Right
fakes
up
it,
the middle,
keeps it,
first down.
still going, and right about at midfield, it's a first down for Loudonville.
Going to get about 10 on that. And right now, if you're Loudonville, you're just trying to do something to increase your confidence going into the Castle next week.
Fakes it to Beachy. He's going to keep it again. He's still going. Penalty flag does come in. But, boy, what a tough kid Sprang is. I mean, he takes a beating back there. He's constantly running around.
Yep. As it looks like Alex Dolby, the senior D lineman, is coming off limping a little bit for East Knox. It's going to be in the vicinity of another hold is probably what we're going to see here. That is going to be what it is. Have another hold on Loudonville.
So that'll wipe out the big run. Under 6 minutes to go now.
12 penalties for several yards so far this evening.
First down at the 40. So 60 yards to glory. What are we going to do here?
Come on, Redbirds.
Sprang,
Holy shit. Yeah.
a little too much on that throw. Brings up second down and long.
Almost half of it.
He's open. He's there. Sprang throws from a really hard arm slot. He's almost 3/4 like a baseball pitcher when he throws the football, and everything sails up that he throws. So instead of being on a dart, he still throws it hard, but it sails up because of the angle he throws it from. So he's going to be looking. He's going to
Trips
keep.
to his left. He's going to run it. He fumbles the ball, and he is going to go down in the backfield. Big-time tackle there. Briar Householder makes it 3rd and even longer now.
And how about the name that Briar Householder
Yeah.
is having this evening? He's got a touchdown catch. He's got multiple receptions. And I think that might be his 2nd sack.
Yeah, he has been all over the field tonight. Closing out what could be the last home game for these seniors. They might get a playoff game here, depending on seeding at the end of the season. Sprang is going to roll out. And he's going to throw it downfield, and it's intercepted. Will Jensen with the pick. Taking it all the way back to the 25. And another senior here on senior night making a big play for the Bulldogs.
And he read Sprang's eyes the entire way. He played a great safety there, a deep blue as you'd call it, sat back, waited for the throw. It was overthrown, intended for Weiser again. Overthrown, only that time it was overthrown in the middle of the field and not by the sideline, which ends up in the hands of a Bulldog.
So handoff to Elliott. Gets a couple.
To him a lot, too. He's doing pretty good.
He's going to get about 4.
So 2nd
And
6
now
for
they will
Bulldogs.
take their time. Up 3 possessions, 4.5 minutes to go.
Get another first down here. You can get one more first down before you're inside the
Yeah, depending
goal.
on where they get, if they get a first down.
So they're all about their mascot.
Fumble. And the ball is out, and Loudonville recovers. So, my goodness, the penalty, or the turnovers.
We have the ball.
There's been a lot of penalties, but the turnovers.
Hang on with the penalty is,
So it's first down, Redbirds.
Watch your zebra, Dave.
That's now the
Tell us what's
3rd
going on.
turnover by East Knox here in this half, right?
All fumbles.
No, there was a pick. Wasn't there a pick?
No, 3 fumbles, I believe.
No, there. Beachy had a pick.
That's right. Beachy did have the one-armed pick.
Yeah.
So 2 fumbles by Mitchell
quite the same
and the pick.
as the first half.
They're on their own 23 yard.
Tale of 2 halves.
Yeah, it's again.
You got a long
You go down 29-0.
time to get there.
You just
4 minutes. Either team could score. Hopefully it'll be a
And back to Baylor, number 40.
Baylor keeps it, throws it. It's complete.
12 with a nice play gets taken down.
Hunter Pollen.
We're back to the 40.
Hunter Poland with a nice play.
Looks like we're working up a score here, so let's keep the ball moving, guys.
Nice throw by Baylor.
Yeah.
That's twice they've done that tonight.
Baylor found Hunter out there. And first and 10 on the 40.
Under 4 minutes to go now. Redbirds. Got to move quick.
Loudonville has possession ball on the 30-yard line.
And again, we're almost inside of 10 before they snap it.
Sprang throws it. It's tipped up, and he does come down with the catch into East Knox territory. Hirschberger,
Josiah Hirschberger. That's great.
What a catch.
very impressive. Great concentration, too, to stick with it.
All over the place.
Tipped it up, got it. Yeah.
Tipped it up with the left, tipped it up with the right, and then caught it with both.
Good job, Redbirds.
Awareness.
Confused. Oh, we're waiting for
Now we're on that was a 20-yard play.
But again, you're inside of 10 seconds before you snap the ball.
Yeah, a lot of time wasted, but I don't know how much they're trying to come back and win this as much as they are to just have a final good drive.
Middle, and he'll be taken down at
got
about
5.
Because again, you're not getting that run gets you 5 yards, but it's only 5 yards. And look how much time it's going to take you to get another play off. So
Yeah, you're going to more than likely, if it's the way it's been for them all night, you're going to be inside of 15 seconds before you snap the ball. Looks like they are going to go a little quicker this time. Watch for Sprang to throw it to Beachy.
Yep, and he does. It's complete. Beachy's got a blocker in front of him. He's to the outside, and he gets out of bounds, but it's enough for a Redbirds first down.
Looks like that's going to be a gain of about 10.
It's just like we're watching two completely different teams than we saw in the first half.
And like we talked about, it's the exact same thing we've seen in Fredericktown.
Yeah, and like just the swagger that Loudonville has played with here. And East Knox has been almost timid in the second half.
Yep.
Sprang
Sprang's gonna
keeps it.
keep.
Tries to get to the outside, and he's brought down
Number 12 and number
for no gain on the play. Maybe lost a yard or two.
So it looks like they're going to call it probably a loss of 2. Got to go forward. If you're Loudonville, you got to have positive plays. Normally, you would see Sprang take that right up the middle, get 3 or 4 yards. There, he tried to break it outside to make a big play, and it ended up costing them 2 yards, and the clock's still moving.
Fakes it, rolls out. Sprang looking for Hirschberger, and it's complete. He cuts back. He's got enough for the first down. Cuts to the middle of the field, still going. Splits his way between the defenders, and he's finally brought down inside the 10. First and goal.
they're turning up the juice here.
And this is the swagger you were talking about. They will not go down without a fight, as they're going to be at the 10, but you got to come out with this sense of urgency from the get-go.
And looks like we got a timeout taken here by East Knox. It'll be first and goal from the 10.
Get some last-minute instructions here. Less than 2 minutes remaining on the play clock. East Knox 42, Redbirds 20.
Don't forget tonight at 11:30, it's the Friday Night Pigskin powered by Knox Community Hospital. Brian Skoronsky and company will break down all of the OH Report games with highlights, all the area scores, conference standings, interviews with coaches, and so much more than just more. It's the Friday Night Pigskin provided by Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Also, don't forget to tune into the OH Report podcast every Monday, now starting at 7:30 and taking you all the way up to Monday Night Football at 8:15. Find out where we've been, where we're going, interviews from all the areas of the sporting world, and your first look at the weekly phenom and top plays to vote on. And remember, people, we post those every Monday. Get online and vote. Vote for your favorite play. Vote for your favorite player for that weekly phenom. We want to see all areas from the community out there voting for the best. Sprang in the gun, Weiser beside him. Take the snap. Sprang is going to keep it left. He's going to cut back inside. He's going to be knocked down at about the 2. He's going to get 8 yards on the carry. Great cut back there by Sprang.
Under 90 seconds to go now. Second down and goal.
Matt's getting ready for the snap. He's got Baylor back there with him. There's a snap.
Sprang fakes it, throws it. He's got his man open. It's Hirschberger again. Touchdown, Redbirds.
With another touchdown. Nice throw by Matt Sprang to Josiah Hirschberger for a touchdown, Redbirds. Absolutely.
What a drive by Loudonville. What a second half by Loudonville.
Go ahead with the last two sponsors, please, Dave.
Once again, you go for 2. You try and make this a 14-point game. It's obviously going to be
This is a pride thing now for Loudonville. You go for 2, try to make it 14.
Okay, yeah, looks like they're set up.
Sprang keeps it,
And he's going to walk in.
He's in.
So it's a 14-point game.
That's right. Good job, Redbird.
It's Friday the 13th. Hang in there, Loudonville. You never know.
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing. Aiden Nybert has almost successfully executed 2 perfect onside kicks tonight.
All right. Well,
There's a minute 17 left. Loudonville still got all 3 timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah, we'll see. I think with this onside kick that they're going to do here, you can't – I almost feel like the just try and get it to.
You can't dribble it. You got to kick it hard somewhere.
At someone.
Yeah.
I think that's the best chance here because I think I think someone's gonna jump on it too quickly if you try to just do the 10-yard thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Kick it down, kick it hard, make them receive the ball. It's what you see at the college level, the NFL level, when they do these onside kicks. They kick it hard at somebody, and they make them receive the ball. Catch this ball, or it's my ball, and Loudonville's got to hope for it to be their ball after this kick.
That didn't count for the game.
Well, no, unfortunately not, but you're right.
So we'll see here if the third time is the charm. They've been close on their last 2 attempts for the onside kick.
As they have 9 guys inside of the 45-yard line for this onside kick.
Everybody on Knox thinks that too.
And they do kick it hard. Now it's just a foot race. If it stays in bounds, it does
Went out of bounds.
not stay in bounds. So a little too much on that one.
Great effort.
There's that marker for
Almost too much of a line drive. He didn't kick it into the ground enough.
Yeah, it got a little too much air under it and went over the receiving team. And now,
East Knox is probably a first down.
yeah, we'll see how much Loudonville wants to
Stop the
drag
clock.
this out. They might use those 3 timeouts and, maybe you force East Knox to have to run a play. Maybe you force another fumble. Who knows?
Well, and here's the thing if you're Loudonville. Yes, you're going to lose this game at this point. It's not over till it's over. A fumble could happen. There's so many benefactors that can happen. Loudonville's trying to keep the score close for points purposes.
Elliott gets the ball. Well, I tell you what, there was a chance there to rip that ball out. And I think it was Sprang, too, actually. That was close to
They're going to call
being
it
able to take that one out. I think we got a timeout taken.
Call it a gain of 2 as Loudonville is going to call a timeout.
So they have 2 more remaining. But there was a chance. That ball was up a little high.
Yeah, he had that up high. Somebody almost had a chance to get in there and rip it out. You know what I've noticed about tonight? Look at the concoctions that their water boys are pushing out onto the field.
Yeah, what do we got?
That's some old school water fountain right there. They got the squeeze handles on it. That's how you get your drink.
Yes.
Looks like Andy Beatty is going out and giving the Bulldogs.
So this was a 29-0 lead for East Knox at one point, and then it was 29-6 at halftime.
well, they had a
Loudonville's won the second half.
Yeah.
last weekend, so they'll remember.
All right, so the Bulldogs are going to, with a minute.
Second down and 7.
remaining in the fourth quarter.
Question now is, can they just hold on to the football, something that's plagued them here in the second half. Penalty flag does come in.
It's going to be a hold.
Loudonville, it looks like.
This game just cannot end fast enough for East Knox.
It's on them.
Okay.
It will be against the Bulldogs.
That'll move in the right direction for us.
He's asking John if he wants the penalty.
You got to decline this, right?
Yeah.
Because you need the downs.
Yeah, you have to.
Did they say what
But I think they're going to take it,
Minute 4 left. Definitely want to decline that penalty. I mean,
right? Because that would make it third down, and you got to.
So blocking back.
They do accept the penalty, but it's second down, so you just gave East Knox another down by accepting that
It's
penalty.
just amazing all the skills you have to do.
Yeah, to sit up here and talk.
Yeah.
So Elliott keeps it.
So looks like
he's going to almost get the penalty yards back. Call it again in 9.
They take a timeout.
And at this point, they don't even have to get a first down.
Okay.
Right. They got so Loudonville's got 1 timeout left. Am I crazy? Am I thinking there that they should have declined the penalty?
No, because then it would have been
It'd be
third
fourth down
down.
right
It'd
now.
be 4th down right now. You'd still have your 2 timeouts.
You'd have 1 because you would have had to use 1.
And you're getting ready to get the kick, the punt. Or if East Knox goes for it on 4th and say 5, you stop them and you're inside the 40 where you can take a shot downfield. So I 100% agree they should have
Okay.
declined that.
The rankings or not, but we played a very good team very well. especially in the second
So,
half.
Yeah.
Loudonville will close up the season next week at Northmore, who will probably be 7-2. Weren't they up 42-0 or something?
Yeah, we'll get a
You had
score
the
update for
earlier.
you there.
How it plays out here.
So there's still some intrigue in the KMAC. 3 teams could potentially share the conference crown. And a toss to Elliott, and he is gonna
Still
get the
running.
first down, and he's still running and brought down inside the 30, but that should officially do it. No penalty flags on the play.
It's a 37-yard run for Elliott.
Number 15,
And
Josiah Hirschman.
Blake Elliott, the junior,
That was a big play.
came in tonight needing 67 yards to eclipse 1,000 for the season. He has done that and then some tonight. And East Knox is going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, it looks like Northmore won that game. They were up 48-0 with 5 minutes to go.
Credit too, because the Redbirds.
But what an effort tonight from Loudonville. This had all the makings of a blowout,
Good sportsmanship.
and they were able to hang tough,
Just let the clock
play with some pride, and there's a lot to be proud of if you're Loudonville. A lot to be proud of if you're East Knox. Both teams got some stuff to clean up, but that'll do it here. Stick around. We'll have our final thoughts, our MVP interview coming your way on the other side of this, but East Knox gets the win tonight, 42-28. Stick around. We'll be right back here live and free on the OH Report.
Yes, we'll be at North.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Josh Banks back here at East Knox High School with our MVP this evening, junior running back Blake Elliott. Congratulations on the win, first off.
Thank you.
Big night for you on the ground, 23 carries, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really kind of seen your carries kind of the first quarter, they really went to you a lot, and then you kind of sat out a little bit, and then in the fourth quarter when you guys were trying to close the game out, they brought you right back into the game, and you went right back to where you left off. Was that just kind of the game plan, let everybody get carries on senior night, or is that what normally happens?
I mean, sometimes it happens. It just depends on the flow of the game.
Okay, so your flow was really well tonight. Like I said, 23 for 158. You eclipsed 1,000 on the season. Congratulations on that. What's that mean to you, 1,000 yards in a season?
It's a great accomplishment, but just all that matters is that we keep winning. That's all I care about.
Absolutely. You guys got a huge one next week with Danville, a chance to kind of knock them off the conference lead. Northmore wins tonight. You guys beat Danville next week. That becomes a 3-way tie for the KMAC. How nice would that be to go to Danville and take care of business?
Oh, that'd be real nice after what happened last year.
Something you guys have become accustomed to this year. You kind of struggled last year. Loudonville beat you, I believe it was 49-8 last year. You come in here tonight, take care of business against them. It's really impressive to see what one season difference can make. Second-year head coach now. Is it his offense and defense are finally starting to kick in for you guys? You guys trust him more because he's still here? What's it contributed to 2-8 to now 5-3, potentially 6 or 5-4, 6-4, maybe 7-3? It just depends.
I mean, it just weight room and all that extra off-season work just helped out tremendously, and we have trust for each other.
Absolutely. That's great to hear. So, Blake, again, great game. We're going to give you a chance to look in the camera. Shout out whoever you want tonight.
Shout out to the offensive line, and shout out to the quarterback, Jackson Lester, and my tight end, H.
Hey, sounds great. Thanks a lot, Blake. Congratulations again on the win. Thanks for coming in tonight, and we'll be right back for final stats after this quick break.
Thank you.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Thanks, Blake. Good luck.
How long you got till you want post game?
We'll go real quick here.
We're good with that, though. We got that shot's fine.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Time now for our post-game show from East Knox, where a little more entertaining or close of a game than I think we were expecting. East Knox able to come out with the victory 42-28, but Loudonville won the second half.
The same thing that we've seen consistently this year in these close Loudonville Redbirds games. They struggle to put a drive together. They struggle to do anything defensively in the first half. Into that first half, just like when we were in Fredericktown, they scored it in the first half. They come out in the second half, and it's a completely different team. You feel like their swagger's different, their attitude's different. They're just totally different. As we're going to look at the stats here, they actually outgained East Knox on the night. And I think that's a field position thing. Most of the time, East Knox was starting just outside of the 50 or inside of the 50 on their side of the field. So that's why they have 307 on the night. Loudonville has 328. Matt Sprang really finally got a chance in the second half to throw the football the way he felt comfortable. And he threw 2 touchdowns to do it.
Yeah, and the big thing, too, we talked about it, but Loudonville, they just didn't quit. They forced a couple turnovers in that second half, found some big plays through the air. Really kind of made East Knox sweat, I think, a little bit here at the end of this, because it was a blowout, and then all of a sudden it got real tight. And East Knox, they were about one more failed offensive possession away from this getting really, really interesting.
Yeah, it was 29-6 at halftime. East Knox comes out, they score first drive of the second half, go up 35-6. And then from there, they get outscored 28-6.
Yeah, incredible game here tonight. East Knox now, big rivalry game next week. They will travel to Danville, and Loudonville will travel to the Castle and take on Northmore. So that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you so much to our sponsors here tonight, being able for us to bring you this live and free on the OH Report. Just a really great game. Josh Banks on color commentary, Jeremy upstairs running camera. Fantastic job as always. We will catch you. I will see you guys later tonight on the Pigskin Show. Jeremy and or Josh and I believe next week will be with you at Lucas.
Bring you Lucas Arlington.
Yes.
Lucas gets a big win tonight over Fort Lauderdale, so they're trying to make some playoff jousting as well there on their division.
That they are. So that is going to do it for us here tonight from East Knox. Your final score, the Bulldogs 42, the Redbirds 28. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. We'll catch you next time. Take care.